Hello and welcome to my next series, where I read incredibly awful creepypastas. And, today we'll be reading the story of Starfox 6664. So, in the background there will be some footage of Starfox 64 that I recorded. And, by the way, just any typos that I read are not my own and are entirely part of the story.
Message from General Pepper.
So, let's get going here. So, it was an average July morning, because, spelling's great. The 23 at 8:24, in fact. The 23, what does that even mean? I'd just gotten out of bed, and then I heard a knock on my doorbell. I didn't know doorbells worked like that, but whatever you say, author. It was my buddy old pal Kyle, and I noticed it was unusually early for any of my buds to come over. So I answered the door and it was my friend Kyle, which we already established. I noticed he looked awfully tired today. He was reaching out his hand that had a Fox-like flash drive in it. Kyle said nothing, so I just shut the door and I just took the flash drive and shut the door, because, it's all through the dick if you didn't notice. The Fox-like flash drive had sunglasses of something, or should I say someone drew on it with a black Sharpie marker when I wasn't looking. So, what were you just like looking off into space, like looking, just stare into the sun, or something like that, and somebody just wrote it? I don't know. So I'm studying the flash drive, and I noticed there were letters SF64, so I assumed there was a ROM of Starfox 64 on it, because, that's spelling right. To my surprise, when I plugged it in, there was, so as you all know, I'm a big Starfox fan. Well, no, nobody knows that, because you haven't established that. So I just had to play it. When I turned it on, and when the title screen came on, I noticed Fox's hand had blood dripping from his hand. Yes, we know he has hands, that's common sense. And the title was a little different from my memory. It said Starfox 6664. I was flabbergasted by what I saw. Yeah, okay, well, I'm flabbergasted by how awful your story is, so shut the hell up, noob. But I said to myself, hey, it's a glitch, happens all the time. So I pressed start. Immediately, I saw General Peppy telling me Fox is trapped. I'm sorry, who is this General Peppy you speak of? That's not a character. But as if it was speaking to me, not Fox. But I started the game anyhow, and suddenly it started all on its own. Huh? You just said you started it, and then you said it started on its own. God, do you even know what English is, please? I was speechless, and then the screen went black for like approximately 24.2 seconds. Well, alright, that's great to know you have a stopwatch with you, but nobody cares. Then it started like any other ordinary cartridge would. It was working fine, until a few days later when I was playing my favorite level in the game, Aquas. Then out of nowhere, at the same time, Peppy, Slippy, and Falco vanished. But, yeah, I'm not quite sure if you actually played this game, but those three aren't even in this level, so I'm not quite sure what kind of drugs you're on. And the water of the level turned red. Like, blood.
Open the wing.
My submarine went slower and slower as I approached the black figure. It reminded me of Fox himself. But when I got closer, it turned to Fox's submarine and said, "You're my game now." Oh my god, so scary. Okay. Yeah, I was so shocked that they screeched and knocked my Sunny D beverage all over my Nintendo 64. Because, just to let you know that Sunny D is a beverage, because we are all not aware of that. As I went to see if it was okay, red smoke came out of the system and formed the shape of a skull. Probably my skull. Alright then, makes sense. I ran to my friend Kyle's house, but his mom said he had been camping with his dad the whole summer. So I went back to my house and wondered, who was that knocked on my door the other morning? It couldn't have been Kyle. So to my luck, my system was working fine. I just had to keep playing, so I did. Well, alright then. When I started my game, it took me straight to the scene where you destroy Andros and Fox's dead father was leading me out. But he was misleading me. It took me in the wrong direction, saying, "Be mine," in red text until I finale crashed. It was an instant game over. But I saw I had 9 lives. Well, alright, I guess this author is a cat suddenly. The screen went black for another 34 seconds. Again, stopwatches are always beautiful. Then the scoreboard came up as if I had been successful in the previous level. But to my surprise, the score was 6664 in bold red text. You know, like red blood. But the screen faded black for another 34 seconds. Oh my god, that stopwatch skill is amazing. It's frightened me to the point where I did not want to continue, but I still did. Oh my god, this author's a trooper. So I reset my 64 and started the game. When I was at the title screen, it was black, as if, like, it the background. Each character looked as if they were crying blood tears likely to be blood. English? Have you heard of the word English? I pressed start and saw Gerald Pepper. Oh yeah, no, that's a character. He was just staring. After 25 seconds, stopwatch again. He started to scream, goosebumps raced down my spine. I can feel them now as I'm typing this very moment. Okay, so you were typing in the middle of the story, seems legit. Okay, yeah, after that horrid scream, it went silent and he said, "I warned you." To this very day, I regret not listening to him. The screen started to fade. I could hear Fox weeping in the background. I was scared for him. Scared for me. I continued to proc it anyhow. The music from Venom was playing, slowly. It worried me. I played through almost the entire game with only that one song playing. No voices, no nothing. No nothing, you literally just said there was a song playing, you moron. Other than that, it was perfectly normal. As I got to the end of the battle with Andros, I defeated him. Then it was silent. Even the music of Venom was not playing. As I started to rocket out of the room, I saw Fox's dad, James McLeod, standing there, not even in an R-wing. Fox's ship stopped in midair, levitating. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if you actually know what an R-wing even does. They tend to fly, that's what they kind of do, you moron. So, James McLeod started to float up, not even moving a single muscle. His eyes turned red and started to leak hyper-realistic blood. Oh my god, so much scariness, it's not even funny. And the game turned itself off on its own. It never worked again after this. I now keep it hidden in my closet on the second shelf, pushed towards the left, next to all my other games. I still have nightmares about those times with me at the game. I will never forget them. Well, so yeah, that's the end of this awful story. I'm not quite sure what kind of moron designed this awful story, but yeah, the entire time reading it, I was like, what the hell? This story is a piece of garbage. Like, this story was removed from the Creepypasta wiki for a reason, because it's a piece of trash, confirmed. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this really awful story, because certainly I didn't. So, yeah, have fun, kids.